All right, hello everyone. So I wanted to do a quick update. Hi, man. We got bell bottoms in the back. We got Kratos here. We got Samara. I'm actually about to feed them dinner. It's a bit late, but I'm about to feed them dinner. Um, yeah, everybody's here. We got J Bugs in the kennel. Only reason I don't have bell bottoms out right now is because Jack is in the kennel, and I don't want her to feel like she's being boxed in. Um, Hold on, y'all. Didn't think this through. Because I know y'all can't see J-Bugs. But she is in there. I don't have anything to... Oh, I thought I did. Well, she's in there. I'll do another video where she's not in the kennel. But unfortunately, with the drains on her and the cone, I don't want her interacting with the other dogs. So she's just basically been kenneled up. And so she's in there. She has the cone on her. Belle, I took the cone off her within like 2 days. So she's fine. Belle's cone off. My Dogos have went out. You know, they play, but I just haven't had them out playing when it's daytime. Unfortunately, it gets dark so early nowadays. And I just haven't been getting them out early enough to play during the day. But they are playing, hence all the dirt. Hence all the dirt. We have the Samara Mara's here, her dirty face. She likes to stick her face in mud. Okay, my backyard's just really muddy, to be honest. Anyway, so yeah, things are going good. I will say that I don't believe that J-Bugs here will ever be in a group play with the other dogs. Now, we'll probably end up playing her and Samara, because Samara over here is a pretty decent player, and she's actually the only I actually know if you guys saw that, but she's one of the when we did do group play, Samara's the one who would actually intentionally interact with Jack. The other dogs would ignore Jack, or like I said in Kratos' case, Kratos, his interactions with Jack lately have just been like, okay, you have a stick, I want to take it from you, and that's it. Kratos does enjoy being chased, and so, you know, Jack does tend to hop in on that. But for the most part, Kratos ignores her, Belle ignores her, and then, so Samara's the only one who really actually actively tries to engage in her. Damn, I really wish you weren't by my footsies. So anyway, so we might do play with Samara and Jack when everything kind of settles down, but unfortunately even that might take a while because hopefully Samara's pregnant. But the thing is that she's playing normally now, but you know, in a couple weeks she won't be. I wish you stopped chewing on stuff, girl. In a couple weeks she'll be too tired and, you know, whatever to play, if she is pregnant anyway. And therefore, by the time that Jack is out of the cone, which will be in about 2 weeks, a little less than 2 weeks now, over a week, when she's out of, when not only the cone, but her stitches and then also the drains that they have in her, when all that stuff is taken out, you know, which will be in roughly a week and a half, Samara will be, if she is pregnant, she'll be like a month pregnant. And so she's probably not going to have the energy to play with Jack. So we'll see. We'll see. And also I'll say that Samara, since Jack's gotten her tail kicked, Samara hasn't been... Samara, excuse you. Yes, I'm saying your name. That's not an excuse. She hasn't been... not the biggest fan of Jack. It seems like she thinks she can punk Jack as well. But, you know, it's really hard to tell because, you know, Jack's been in a kennel, so she might just be feeling extra confident about that. I don't know. But Samara likes to walk up to Jack's kennel with her tail in the air and everything. So I don't know what that's going to look like, but, you know, we'll find out later. But anyway, the reason why I say I won't be able to bring Jack into these group plays is because Jack hasn't learned her lesson. I was really hoping that after this whole situation, Jack would be a lot more submissive around the other dogs. You know, she wouldn't just be, you know, super, like, she wouldn't be overconfident. But unfortunately, she, even with the cone on, like, as soon as she was off the drugs that the vet gave her, she was walking past the other dogs with her tail in the air, her tail in the air and her hackles raised, right? And that's not respectful. That's not a dog who's like, okay, cool, I get it, I'll back off. That's a dog that's saying, you know, I'll fight you again, basically. You are Okay. So, unfortunately, I'm hoping I can get them to the point where they can be inside the house all free together under my supervision, right? I'll have to be a lot more strict on Jack, but because she's not being submissive, anytime that she's coming up to another dog with her tail in the air and just being disrespectful, we're going to have to use the e-collar. Usually I just let it go unless it's with Belle because, you know, I know at least Kratos and Samara, they will ignore it. But now I really have to, I have to really treat her like she is. Excuse you. You're just making a whole bunch of noise. You're being super disrespectful, Miss Man. And Dust Bunny. Well, now that I have this, I can possibly use... maybe you guys can kind of see her. Oh, she's turned away from it, but you can see her, the cone and her little face right there. Anyway. No. Hi, J Buggers. Hello. Hello. You guys can see her. Anyway. But yeah, so she's not, we're going to have to treat her like she's the lowest member of the pack nowadays and just really get on to her about her behavior. And therefore not give the dogs, not let it get to the point where the dogs feel like they need to correct her. So we've also to be a little bit more strict on her. But honestly, so long as I get them to be inside the house together, under my supervision, I'm fine with that. You know, they don't have to play together. But with that being in mind, there will probably never be a point where Belle will be free in the house with Jack, unless Jack changes her ways, and they can come to an understanding. There will never be a point where I can leave them free in the house and I'm asleep or I'm just not in the house at all. So unfortunately, Belle's probably going to always be put up at night, and then when I'm not in the house. So we'll see. And I do that because Jack is a pet. Unfortunately, Jack has first rights to freedom in the house. I mean, she's been the first dog out of all the dogs here. She was roaming free the house at night since she's been 6 months old, right? Like she's had privileges here and she's a pet. So, you know, I'm not going to take that away from her just because she can't. I don't trust her just because I don't trust her with Belle, right? So she has those rights. So unfortunately, Belle's just going to have to be locked up at night. And I'm not here, obviously, but that's not really a problem. So, anyway, and that'll be forever, like not just right now while there's tension. That'll probably just be the entirety of Belle's stay with me. So, anyway, yeah, otherwise everything's going fine. Like I said, the Dogos play pretty well. I do want to get a video of it because, unfortunately, Belle is still like the hot commodity. If she was out here, if she was always out here with the dogs, like Kratos and Samara and Jack it wouldn't be anything exciting about Belle. But since she is, put up away from them where they can't interact with her on a calm level, when they're outside together, they tend to want to both play with her. So it's just a new situation to have to deal with. Since there's nobody else there's not another dog for for Samara to play with or for Kratos to play with. But yeah, but otherwise, I'll get a video of that and you guys can see what's going on there. I do still use e-collars. So the Dogos play fairly well, but they play rough. Kratos is an a-hole, and he likes to show off how agile he is, and he also really wants to kind of be the boss of Belle. But unfortunately, Belle's built like a brick wall, and I don't know if it's unfortunate. It's fortunate for Kratos. Belle's built like a brick wall and very sturdy. She's a very thick dog, and so it's just harder for him to kind of mess with her than it would be for him to mess with the other dogs. And also, Belle doesn't take any crap. It usually ends. It always ends with Kratos running away from her, and then not necessarily getting his feelings hurt, but being cowed, like basically being cowed, right? Like he tried it didn't work. Belle kind of puts kind of roughs him up a little bit, and they're not fighting, but she's basically chasing him away. He's like, okay, well, I guess I'll stop, and he'll sulk for a minute off into a corner, but then he'll come back and start playing again, try it again. Anyway, that's the whole situation. So, I'll get a video of it one of these days. Hopefully during the weekend, I'll be able to do it during the day. But anyhow, or do a video during the day, or get them out when it's daytime still, so you guys can see. But yeah, anyway, things are going pretty well around here. Jack's unhappy, but she's crated. Unfortunately, she has to take it easy because, you know, she has the drains in her. She has her stitches on. I'm mostly worried about the drains, to be honest. But yeah, so she has to be locked up because of that reason. The Dogos are enjoying their little play outside. You know, otherwise things are going, I mean, all things considered, things are okay for right now. So anyway, that's it. A real quick update. I know it's late, and I'll probably be uploading this late too, but I want to give you guys an update on what's going on. Yeah, otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. I will be doing a pregnancy update on Samara. I still know she's pregnant, and I won't know by the time the next video comes out, but I'm going to actually wait until it's officially been 3 weeks since the last time she was bred, which won't be until Friday. Yeah, I had no baby girl. I actually did give her a bath recently, but unfortunately there's so much mud outside that you can't tell. Yeah, I can't tell. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.